Hello and welcome back to St. Joe's Baseball. Today, we have a rematch of yesterday's big loss to North Brunswick Raiders. This is coming off a huge game for St. Joe's. They were 3-2, now 3-3. So Ben, how do they get back into the win column?
I think it all comes down to the hits. Obviously, the pitching, there were some massive hits. I think Mulvaney did an incredible job. It's just really three pitches where he wasn't feeling himself, and those three pitches resulted in 6 runs. So I think if the hitting can stay on track, obviously not going against Konstantinowski today, I think they should feel real confident heading into this one.
So Joe Barker today on the mound for St. Joe's starts with his count 1-0. EJ Asatura up for the Raiders. Second pitch is way up. That'll make it a 2-0 count. Barker with his second start on the year. He had 4 innings pitched, no earned runs, and 2 strikeouts against Monroe a couple weeks back. 2 L's fouled back out of the field. Barker on a kind of a pitch limit today, about 80 pitches. He can't go past that, coming off a UCL injury in the offseason. Now the 2-1 is way high. So Asatura will have a hitter's count 3-1. And it hits him right in the head. Would have been fourth ball no matter what, but did hit him in the head. Definitely not intentional, but that'll get the first runner on base. So after Joe Barker hits the first batter, Yomar cries. The shortstop for the Raiders is up now. Second pitch is way too high. That's 2 balls to start this count to Yomar. As a senior catcher, Mark Julius will go off to talk to him.
Yeah, and after talking to some pitchers earlier, we know obviously Barca is going to start the game, but not really any game plan for who comes in relief. We know he's on about an 80 pitch limit, which should get him to about 5 or 6 innings, maybe even the whole game if it goes quickly. But we'll have to see who comes in, and even if St. Joe's takes him out before he hits that limit.
Yeah, St. Joe's is very limited on pitchers. Jim Mulvaney threw about 88 pitches last night, so he cannot pitch until Friday. That strike is in there for 2-1, and Brian Rios is out for at least a month. Mike Silva's still waiting for that transfer to come back. So very limited on pitchers at St. Joe, so they're hoping for a good start on Joe Barker. Still a man on first, 2-1 count to Yomar. Pitch is way too high again. Barker looks very off to start this game. Now with the 3-1 hitters count, Cries is a very big threat to play. He is a double and a triple this year. 3-1 is fouled way out the third base line. So we'll get a full count.
3-2. 3-2.
Barker will step off, trying to reset. Now the payoff pitch is too high. The first two batters are hit by pitch and walk. Now the star last night, Zach Konstantinowski, is up for the Raiders.
Yeah, and let's just not sugarcoat it at all. It's been a rough start so far for Barca. Konstantinowski had 2 homers last night against St. Joe's, so this is not the guy you want to see, especially after this start for Barca. It'll really be a test, and man, there could be a lot that goes on in this at bat. Should be fun to watch.
First pitch is in there with a strike for Barca. Konstantinowski has 2 homers last night. We're all to center field. And right now, what I'm looking at is Carvelli is playing very shallow. You do have to, remember that St. Joe center field is way further than North Brunswick Community Park last night. So it's going to be a big difference between these two. The second pitch is way out for a ball. The normal diamond for St. Joe's still is Amity at third, Josiah at shortstop, Bobby at second, and Delvecchio at first. Second ball is way too high. Two one. It's again too high, so 3 balls in this count, all too high. Barca's up to 14 pitches in this one. Three one. It's again too high. So all 4 of the balls in that count were just too high fastballs. So really slow start for Barca right now. Coach Murray will go out to talk to him.
Yeah, and Jack, I got a question for you actually. I mean, this is so early in the game. This is the top of the first inning right now. How long can this type of play go on for Barca before they possibly take him out?
I mean, it all depends on what goes on further. If he keeps walking, he keeps throwing way too many balls, you can see him go out by the second or third inning. It's just pitch count gets way too high. But I see him, really set into this game. Maybe using some chalk on his hands. It's very windy day today, so I see him really setting in. So still no outs. Bases loaded for Omar Carayas, who is arguably the best hitter on North Brunswick with 1,400 OPS, 3 doubles, and 2 homers. Had a homer last night against St. Joe's. We'll take the first strike. Good start for Barca. Start off the count 0-1. Curveball is way inside. Almost hit him. Make a 1-1. Coming. Goes up the middle, grounder. Great play by Josiah, who gets out at second. That's all they'll get with a run coming in for the Raiders. So RBI fielder's choice for Omar Carayas. We'll get the first run in.
Yeah, and unfortunately for Brian, it seems like when he caught the ball, his glove got stuck under his body. So only able to make the play at second. Still finally getting an out for St. Joe's, but unable to get that double play. But man, that run was coming home no matter what. So like you said, the Raiders with an early lead over St. Joe's. And man, we'll see if Barca can start to put it together and try and escape this inning.
First pitch is way outside to Frank Garbolino. Garbolino, the senior, batting .278 on the year. Grounded to Delvecchio. He fields it clean. They don't get the out at first, but another run comes in off the fielder's choice. So the Raiders will now take a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, and Jack, obviously you're the baseball player out of the two of us, so correct me if I'm wrong, but should Delvecchio have made the play at home to mark there? It seemed like he had more than enough time to, but I mean, obviously it's a guaranteed out at first. Should he have thrown home and stop that run from coming in?
Yeah, I wasn't watching the runner, but I believe the grounder was just way too slow for him to get in time. When it's hit to the right side, the guy at third will always go home. So I think Yomar at third base was definitely in there easily, and Delvecchio made a good play. As Barker starts off his count to Josh Rodriguez with a strike. 0-1 is hit hard, and Bobby Christensen will get the liner for the third out of the inning. So after starting off this inning with 3 walks, 2 runs will come in for the Raiders, and we'll see you at the bottom of the first. We are back for the bottom of the first. Raiders took an early 2 lead, so now Alejandro Jabbar will be pitching for the Brunswick. So, Ben, how do you think St. Joe's fares against this pitcher?
Yeah, it's another really good pitcher. Not exactly Konstantinowski level, but man, they got some high quality pitchers over there on that Raiders team. Alejandro Jabbar, 13 innings pitched on the year with just 10 hits, getting him a 2.15 ERA. So another incredible pitcher here for North Brunswick. It'll be fun to see what he does against Gio Lucy.
Jabbar will start with this at bat to Mark Lucy, as he hits a hard liner and will get through for a single. First pitch of the game, Mark Lucy gets a single. As you can see there, Mark Lucy is having an amazing year. Just coming off that hit, he's 556 average, 1,400 OPS, and 9 stolen bases. As we know, he is the GMC Player of the Year and All-State First Team. Now Robbie Carvelli for St. Joe's will take the first ball up high. Second pitch is outside, but a strike. Make it 1-1. One is way too low. They'll get past the catcher. But Lucy takes second. First 10 stolen base of the year. Carvelli with a very hot start to the year. 421 average with 1,000 OPS. Now he's got a runner in scoring position. Also has 7 RBIs in the year, so he's where he's at his best. And we'll hit it hard to Yomar, shortstop. Yomar will get Mark Giulici in a pickle. And we have a pickle going on. Giulici's tagged out at third, and Carvelli will sneak over to second.
And honestly, I mean, not the worst player for Mark. Obviously, he caught himself midway on his way to third base, but still his ability to kind of keep swerving around gave Carvelli time to get over to second. So, yeah, it adds on another out, but at least you don't lose that second base.
Now the switch hitter, Josiah Brown, up to bat. We don't really see him batting righty much because we don't. St. Joe's doesn't see many lefties, but Jabari is a lefty, so Josiah Brown will take the first ball. Five RBIs on the air for Josiah Brown as a man in scoring position. One out. 2-0 makes it 2-0. Is in there for a strike. Now the 2-1 is in the dirt. Makes it a 3-1 with 1 out in the inning. Christian Ascona on deck. Three-1 is swung on hard by Josiah Brown, through it, make it a full count. Now the payoff pitch is too high. And Josiah Brown will take his 5th walk of the year.
Yeah, you know, it can be difficult being a switch hitter. Obviously, Josiah, very good on both sides, but what definitely doesn't change when he's at bat is just that eye of his ability to tell the balls from the strikes. And you see it right there, another walk for Josiah Brown on the year.
Now we'll have the lefty-on-lefty matchup with Christian Ascona, the senior. Off to a solid start this year, 278 average with a 714 OPS. Comes the 1-0. Too low, makes it 2-0. Brown on first, Carvelli on second. Still 1 out in this inning. 2-0 is, again, too low and gets past Garbolino. And that'll make it second and third now.
Yeah, and a change from North Brunswick here today. It was Carreras at catcher yesterday, obviously with the homer, also playing incredibly well at that catcher position. Now Garbolino, not exactly sure why that change was made, but as you can see there on the error by the catcher, could be getting some rust off here for Frankie Garbolino.
And Christian Ascona will take a 4-pitch walk now. The standout junior coming up, Joe Zamedi. Zamedi, one of the best hitters on the team this year, with a 389 average and 5 RBIs. Has the bases loaded here with 1 out, so we'll see if he can add a couple RBIs to his stat sheet. First pitch is too low, makes it 1-0. 1-0. It's hit hard down the center field liner. He'll make the catch. Carvelli tagging at third base. We'll get there safely to get the first run in for St. Joe's. Zamedi will get his 6th RBI on the year. And now Tyler Davecchio trying to tie up the game for St. Joe's.
Yeah, and Zamedi, I mean, he just does it all for this team. Even when he's not getting on a base after being up like that, still getting an RBI. It was a great, deep, long hit, and easily getting the man on third home for St. Joe's. So Zamedi just continues to make plays for the Falcons.
Hit hard to center field, but should be an easy catch for the Raiders as they get the 3rd out of the inning. Jabbar with a bit of a shaky inning on the walks, but that was the same as Barca, so this game, Falcons still trail 2-1.
We are back for the top of the 2nd inning. Joe Barker, the sophomore, back on the mound for St. Joe's, gave up 2 runs. Very reminiscent of that first game last night against North Brunswick, where Jim Mulvaney also gave up 2 runs. But first 2 pitches here for Barca against Chris Rosario. It's a 1-1 or 0-2 count, rather. Nice bounce back. Really nice bounce back there from Joe Barca. That's exactly what he needed for his confidence. Man, especially just playing out there, being only a sophomore, having that first thing that he had, it could really just crush your confidence for the rest of the game. But so far with that first battle against Rosario, looks like Barca is back on track. Kyle Anderson, another junior, up for North Brunswick. 1-0. And a 2-0. There's a foul tip. So a 2-1 count here for Barca.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing. It goes up high. It's coming right near us, and it'll go right over the fence for another foul ball there for Kyle Anderson. So 2-2.
He had a very good start to the inning for Barker. His control is pretty much there. His balls have been right outside the plate, so instead of that very sloppy first inning, looks like his control is back.
Nice pitch, And an even better hit there by Kyle Anderson. And he'll take first base with an out on the board. So it looked like a really good start for Barca. But now letting up one of his first hits of the game here. So Barca letting up his first hit and starting off now here against Sammy Berardo, who is 1 for 9 on the season. Berardo, a senior, with a .540 on base plus slugging on the year.
Yeah, Barca balked right there. Not what you want to see out of the sophomore. Just got his hands together and then stepped off, which you cannot do.
And swing and a foul here by Berardo off to the right. So 0-2 count here. With an out and Anderson on second. Oh, nice pitch there. And Berardo going to run to first. That's an easy out at first for Gialusi and Del Vecchio. That'll be the second out of the inning. Much different story than the first inning here for Joseph Barca and the St. Joe's fielding. Kyle Anderson remains on first, or second rather. And EJ Asatura up at bat. First pitch is a nice one by Barca, keeping that hot streak going in the second. That pitch comes into the fence, and Kyle Anderson will take third. It's now a good and bad scenario for both teams here. North Brunswick with 2 outs, but a man on third. St. Joe's just flipping it the other way around. They also have 2 outs, but there is a man on third. Giuliani barely able to get a hand behind that one. And Barca possibly losing some confidence here. His catcher's going to have a word with him. And Asatura on the year, a .649 on base plus slugging, as well as a double. No RBIs either for the senior. That'll be a foul ball over the back top. So 2-2. We're a pitch away from ending the inning, and also a pitch away from North Brunswick increasing their lead to 2. Pitch by Barca, and it's a swing and a miss by Achatura. That is a big play by the sophomore, escaping the second inning. Started off great, took a bit of a roller coaster down the middle, but he ends it great with a swing and a miss. And that'll do it for the top of the second. We'll be right back when St. Joe's is up at bat in the bottom. We are back here for the bottom of the second, and the name we haven't said too much on the broadcast this year, Matt Kasuda, up at bat.
Yeah, Kasuda's had a foot injury the last week, so this is his first time back in the lineup in about a week, and not a great start from 0 for 9. But we know how good he is as William American, mate. He added about 35 pounds this offseason, so instead of those first couple of games, we're expecting a huge season out of him.
Yeah, for anyone wondering, that's not 31 pounds of fat. That is pretty much all pure lean muscle from Kasuda. Definitely some bombs in his future. First pitch is low and to the left. Second pitch is a strike. By Jabbar Alejandro. Here's the third, and it's a swing and a foul tip by Kasuda. With Connor Drury warming up next at bat. Saw a little bit of Kasuda last year. He was just a sophomore. He had a pretty solid season. We'll see if he can surpass that, or with the way he's playing so far, hopefully match that. Some contact there for Kasuda, and he will be out as it goes right to the pitcher on a ground ball. And that'll be the first out of the inning for St. Joe's. Now Connor Drury up at bat. 308 average with 4 RBIs on the year. So far, a solid start. Always been a great fielder for St. Joe's. It seems like he really worked on the hitting over the offseason as well. '23rd pitch for Jabbar is going to be fouled into the back gate by Drury. So 0-1. Here's the second, more contact there by Drury, but also another foul ball, so 0-2. Alejandro Jabbar trying to put him away in 3 pitches. It'll be another foul ball by Connor Drury. Making a lot of contact, but not exactly the right kind of contact, but could be in his future. We'll see with this next pitch. 0-2 count remains. Here's Jabbar's 26th pitch. More contact by Drury, more foul balls by Drury. It's his 4th of this at-bat.
Let's go, Kyle, let's go!
So Drury definitely getting the pitch count up here for Jabbar. I don't think that's the goal, obviously, though. Still looking for a hit. There's contact by Drury, and it gets past the shortstop, and he will take first. So Connor Drury had a solid game last game, keeps it going against North Brunswick. And Bobby Christensen up at bat with Drury on first.
Yeah, one at bat there by Drury. Starts off his count 0-2, then fights 3 more pitches all out of the zone. The third pitch, still out of the zone, gets a single up the middle, so great at bat by him.
Yeah, no, he was just treating those first 5 as batting practice, and then finally started trying on that 6th. So Bobby Christensen, 1 out, Drury on first. First pitch, nearly a strike. That was a really good-looking one there from Jabbar. They call it a ball. Second pitch is hit out to left field. Third baseman trying to get under for North Brunswick. And it hits off of the crate. And it'll be yet another foul ball here in this inning for St. Joe's. Christensen, a lefty hitter here. Another pitch, nice strike there by Jabbar.
Real good curveball by Jabbar, especially on the lefty on lefty. It's coming so in on Christensen, but going right down the middle. It's going to be hard for Bobby.
Yeah, almost an impossible pitch to swing at. That one too high there by Jabbar, 2-2. Two pitch for Jabbar. Gonna have to wait a little bit. Timeout here. Here's the pitch. Drury trying to steal second. Almost able to get there. And they're gonna call him safe. So nice play by Connor Drury, evading the mitt there and finding his way onto second. Now we got a full count with Drury on second. Three, two, 1 out. Another foul ball by Drury. Headed into the JV field. Falcons racking up these foul balls. That pitch too low. Bobby Christensen will take his base. And St. Joe's right back at the top of the order here.
Ollie, you can do that.
So Mark Gialucci up at bat for the Falcons. Obviously, we talked about it before. An incredible season so far for Gialucci. Got on base in his last at bat as well. Can he repeat it? It's the pitch. It's high and it's far for Gialucci. And it'll be out in center field. But Drury will be able to take third. And Christensen will stay at first. So not quite a sacrifice fly, but still Drury able to advance to third and improve that scorer position.
So 3-yard line drives today to center field by St. Joe's. It feels like they're catching up on Jabbar. They might take one deep on him.
Only one homer on the year for St. Joe's. It was Bobby Christensen just a couple games ago. So Christensen on first, Drury on third, and Robbie Carvelli up at bat. First pitch is a ball. Carvelli, arguably the second best hitter so far this season for the Falcons. Exactly who you want up at bat in this situation. Another ball, 2-0. Now here's the 37th pitch by Jabbar in the game. That pitch nearly hitting Carvelli. Almost looked like it did. So it looked like it hit Garbolino. So 2-1 count here for Carvelli.
Thank you.
It's the pitch. More contact, but none that stays in the field of play. Another foul ball there for Carvelli. St. Joe's nearing the double digits for foul balls here in the center. Another pitch, and Christensen will easily steal second. Sure he thought about going home for a second there. but Carbolino able to recover. So 2-2, man on third and second, Robbie Carvelli. A lot that could happen on this pitch. Carvelli swings and it's high. So that'll be another foul ball for St. Joe's. Carvelli unable to get on base in his last at-bat. And that pitch will be too low. So Carvelli will take his base. Bases loaded for the super senior Josiah Brown. And it looks like Coach Blevins is going to head out and talk to his pitcher, Alejandro Jabbar. So we will take a short break and be right back for Josiah Brown's at-bat. So we are back for Josiah Brown's at-bat here. Bases loaded with 2 outs. Pitch there. Looked pretty good. It's going to be called a ball. Jabbar still on the mound for the Raiders. A pitch, contact there by Brown. It should be easily fielded, and it was close at first, but nonetheless, Josiah Brown will be out. So bases loaded, but no runs scored for St. Joe's. And that'll do it for the second inning. Falcons still trail 2-1 against North Brunswick.
So we are back for the top of the third inning. St. Joe still trailing 2-1. Joe Barca still on the mound after a clean second inning. Jomar Karai is the shortstop, up to start the inning for the Raiders. Starting off this inning quick for Barco. Already an 0-2 count to Jomar. Third pitch is way too high. Makes it 1-2. Ball way too high, now 2-2. Jomar walks his last at bat. Two is almost hits him. Goes right behind him. So after starting off this count 0-2, we'll get it to a full count. Payoff pitch. It's fouled off. Was definitely going to be a ball, but Jomar just trying to protect that plate. So again on the full count. It's slow grounder to Del Vecchio, and now go foul.
Yeah, it seems like Gianluigi was trying to tell Del Vecchio to get over it before it went over the foul line, just to try and get that out. But unable to do so. But still good leadership by Gianluigi, worrying about other positions other than his own.
So that 3-2 is hit again to Del Vecchio, but he'll get it in fair territory, and we'll get the first out of the inning.
And once again, you can hear that leadership there from Gianluigi. He was just telling Del Vecchio to try and make a play on the ball, and right after Barca gets his first out of the inning, he's giving him a boost of confidence there, which is exactly what the sophomore needs.
So Kansanowski on his first pitch will get another hit in this series. Barca giving up the second hit of the day, up to 47 pitches. Also in this game. Now Omar Carias in the cleanup spot. We'll have a man on first with one out. And we'll hit it through the gap, and now get first and second for the Raiders. So after two first pitches, they will get two singles, makes it first and second. And catcher Mark Gianluigi will talk to his pitcher.
Yeah, and Jack, I know that Barca has that 80 pitch limit, so it'll be interesting to see who comes in. We're pretty sure that Freeman is starting Thursday against East Brunswick, so should be some other underclassmen coming in for the Falcons.
Yeah, if they stick with that 80 pitch limit, that's his 50th pitch right there. That was a ball low in the dirt, makes it 1-0. So 1 out, 1-0. Again in the dirt. Makes it 2-0. Is swung on by Garvalino. That makes it 2-1. Garvalino 0 for 1 on the day. Now the 2-1 is slow grounder, foul, down the third base line. Starting off his count 2-0. Fight all the way back to 2-2 now for Barca. 2-2. A slow grounder gets past Barker's glove. Bobby fields it cleanly. He'll get the out at first. All runners advance, so now second and third with 2 outs. With Josh Rodriguez coming up.
Yeah, it seems like we keep finding ourselves in these situations for both teams, always with 2 outs whenever they're in a good situation in terms of the base-wise and who's in a scoring position. So man on third and second, but again, those 2 outs. So both teams, a lot to play for here in this at-bat.
This clean count will start with a strike just outside. Rodriguez started off his day 0 for 1. Now the 0-1 is lined to Delvecchio for the third out. Great job by Barker to get out of the second and third. And we'll see you when St. Joe's bats at the bottom of the third. We are back for the bottom of the third. Christian Ascona up to bat and hit it really high to right field. Might drop as a blooper, but and it will an error on the right fielder. Definitely did not expect that. He was right under it. Just hit the top of his glove. Happens to the worst of us. Now Ascona will get on as error with Joe Zamiti coming up.
Yeah, St. Joe was really lucky there. It's kind of lucky that Anderson wasn't able to haul in that one. I mean, let's be honest, that should have been an out, so Falcons really should take advantage of this and try and see what they could do with it, as it looks like there's going to be a pinch runner on for Ascona.
So Matt Freeman will pinch run for Christian Ascona, and usually Ben it's Charlie Algier and Will Krakowski doing the pinch running, so you got to think maybe this one will be to come in for the game and get Freeman some at-bats.
You know, he was talking to me before that he might even be DHing this game. Obviously, that's not the case after we went through our first non-batters, but yeah, he could be coming in and being a pinch hitter. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, he would step into that Ascona DH position, like he said he would. And Joe Zamiti now up with 2 foul balls, start his count. Now he's 0 for 2.
Stay short, you got this, kid.
Fastball, a little too low, makes it 1-2. Very short lead for Freeman on first, especially with that lefty. Amazing pickoff move, and that's fouled off by Zamiti. Redo the 1-2. Now the 1-2 is a little too high. That ball is 2-2, and Garvelino almost throws it over Jabbar. Would have advanced Friedman, but Jabbar gets a glove on it. Now the 2-2 is swung on and missed by Zamiti. Jabbar will get his first strikeout of this inning. Gets a 1 down. DeVecchio 0 for 1 today. Trying to get his first hit of the game. Rather, second hit of the season. Very slow start for him. As that first pitch will be way too inside. Makes it 1-0. That is hit to Yomar at shortstop, and he cannot make the play. Freeman slips at second, and he's out. I couldn't really explain what just happened there. Freeman slipped at halfway going to second base. Yomar made a very bad error, but still had enough time, which was crazy.
I don't know how much we really can say. I think he really did just trip, or maybe he was just so keen on there being a playmate at second that he just, I'm not going to say he stopped running, but I couldn't even put into words what just happened. But yeah, second out there for Joe's.
So big mistake. I don't know if it was on Matt Freeman or if it was accidental, but instead of first and second with 1 out, we'll have a man on first, 2 outs for Matt Kasuda, who's 0 for 1 today. Ball's in the dirt, and DeVecchio almost takes off and might get picked off at first, but he gets there cleanly. Not a great stint of base running today by St. Joe's. This count is 1-1. And the 1-1 is way too high for ball 2. Jabbar up to 56 pitches in this one. Kasuda hits it hard. Line drive to left field and will be foul. Bit of a promising swing there from Kasuda. Doesn't have a hit this year, but that was a very, very hard line drive foul. So all 2s on the board here, 2-2, 2 outs with DeVecchio on first. And Kasuda will call time. And that's hit hard to left field, and it'll get down for Kasuda's first hit of the season. Great job by him there. And now first and second, Kasuda on first with DeVecchio on second. Connor Drury coming up.
Yeah, it's great to see Kasuda in his first game back from injury. Finally getting that hit. We mentioned not having the greatest season before the injury, but really could be a changed hitter here for St. Joe's post-injury. And like we said, put on a lot of muscle over the offseason, so it'll be fun to see how he uses that here this year.
So Drury coming off an amazing at-bat for himself last inning. We'll get first and second. We'll hit it to right field. Might get down, but easily caught by Anderson. Does not drop this one, and that'll be the 3rd out of the inning. So St. Joe strands 2 runners, and we will see Joe Barker back on the mound for the top of the 4th.
We are back here for the top of the 4th inning. Like Jack said, to end off the 3rd, Joe Barker still on the mound for St. Joe's. Only allowed those 2 runs in the 1st inning. Had some close calls in the past couple innings, but no runs. Starts off this batter with a 1-1. Chris Rosario, the junior, off at bat here for the Raiders. And a foul tip heading back towards us. Apologize for the camera. Every foul tip that comes right near that camera usually messes it up and try and get it back up and running as soon as possible. So the 1-2. It's high, 2-2. Barker 0 for 1 in his last at bat. Also, Barker starting off really hot with this batter Rosario, but now we're facing a 3-2 count, and Mark trying to just tell him to calm down and get right back into the right mindset. And it should work there, as Chris is going to have to chase this one down. Can he make it to the play on first? And he can. Nice play there by Bobby Christensen. Getting Rosario out at first and getting the first out of the inning for St. Joe's.
Yeah, great play by Bobby there. It's a very slow grounder. I do have to admit, this field, the infield grass is, very choppy and very hard to get slow grounders. So great play there. Come in on it and make a very fast play.
Yeah, we saw some of those warm-up hits by Coach Maury when he was hitting, and some of them would just be in the infield and then would just pop up out of nowhere. So definitely some spots for those balls to either slow down or pop up, and we saw that there with a slowed down ball, and Bobby's still able to make the play. So 1 out, first pitch here against Anderson is a strike. So 0-1 with an hit. Second pitch, also a strike. Joe Barker getting things off on the right foot here in the 4th inning. There's contact there by Anderson, and the catch is not made out of right field by Drury. It was close, but Anderson is going to take his base. That is his 3rd hit on the year. He is now 3 for 21 for North Brunswick.
Julius, not really happy with Barker there, especially on an 0-2 count. Probably didn't call that ball to go near the strike zone, and it did, which led to a hit. So not great by Barker there.
Yeah, Julius, he keeps going in and out of trying to support Barker and also telling him what to be doing in this type of situation. And nearing that limit, 65 pitches at the moment, make that 66 for Joe Barker. So this possibly his last inning. That ball outside. Anderson on first, 2-0 count. Here against Sammy Berardo. Another ball called there by the ump, so a 3-0 count here for Berardo. Pitch by Barca is going to be ball 4. Anderson will take second. Berardo on first. And out comes Coach Murray. We could be seeing the relief coming in for the sophomore very soon here. So, Jack, I'll ask you, who would you want to see come out for St. Joe's?
I think it's got to be Patty Cruz, who has only pitched 1 game this year. Now it's the season opener against Monroe. Gave up no earned runs, 2 innings pitched, and I feel like it's his chance, to start pitching. But looks like I am wrong. Benny Fonseca, been very good friend of him. So if you want to talk about him, that's all you.
I wouldn't say very good friend. I think Benny is just friends with every single kid in the entire school. I mean, he is one of the greatest personalities that St. Joe's has. So it's awesome to see him out there. I haven't seen him play yet this year in a game that I've broadcast. I know you broadcasted when Benny pitched near the beginning of the season. So it'll be fun to see what Fonseca is able to do here on the mound.
Yeah, Benny hoping for a better pitching appearance against Oldbridge in the second game of the year. Had 2 innings pitched in 1/3 with 3 earned runs. So really hoping for a better start here.
And Benny transferred in last year, I believe. And he'll get his warm-up pitches in here, so we'll take a short break and be right back for the top of the 4th, where North Brunswick has an out. And we are back. Once again, Benny Fonseca, the senior, on the mound for St. Joe's in relief. DJ Achatura, the senior, up at bat for North Brunswick. First pitch by Fonseca is a strike along the inside. Here's the 0-1 pitch by Fonseca, man, on first and second. Got to be a foul off and to the right back. So 0-2 here for Achatura. Pitch here is a foul ball. Out to the back. So 0-2 count will remain. Still a dangerous situation here for St. Joe's, man, on first and second with only one out. Gonna need some big plays here from Bennett. That pitch a little too high. 1-2. Still with the count in his favor. Still some room here for Bennett to work around with. Pitch by Fonseca, swing and a miss. And Benny starting this game off with a strikeout. And that is the second out of the inning for North Brunswick. And now Yomar Carreras is on for the Raiders. 752 on base plus slugging percentage with a double and the only triple of the team. And Benny starts him off with another strike, keeping that momentum going. Yomar, the younger brother of Omar Carreras, arguably the best hitter on North Brunswick. Another pitch by Bennett, that one in the dirt. Here's the 1-1. That's a strike from Fonseca. Two outs, man, on first and second. Here's the 1-2. Benny catches it. It's a ball that goes right to him. And Benny Fonseca, Uncle Ben, coming in and taking care of business in the top of the fourth. He was not put in a good situation whatsoever, but he makes the most of it. And Benny helps the Falcons escape with no runs allowed. And we'll be back for the bottom of the fourth. So here in the bottom of the fourth, St. Joe's also at the bottom of the order. Bobby Christensen up at bat for the Falcons. Christensen shown some real progress in his hitting ability as the season has gone on. Here's the pitch, nice pitch there. Starting this off with a 0-1. That pitch just barely outside, off to the left. 1-1 here for Christensen. Alejandro Jabbar, just over 60 pitches here in this one. Make that 61 with that pitch. Making another ball as well. 2-1 here for Christensen. Bobby swing and a miss. Heard a little bit of contact there, but nonetheless, that's a strike 2-2 here for the sophomore. Big pitch here by Jabbar. Bobby swings, and it's a foul ball off and to the left. It's a 2-2 once again. Bobby had to duck away from that one, but it was nearly a strike. Full count. That pitch is too high. Bobby getting walked again in this one. It's a great eye there from the sophomore, and St. Joe's back at the top of the order. Pretty solid situation here for the Falcons if they want to get another run on the board and tie this game up. Mark Gialucci up at bat. First pitch, that's a ball. Christensen always a threat when on base. That pitch also high. 3-0 count here for Gialucci. That pitch inside, nearly right down the middle, 3-1. Mark 1 for 2 on the day. And Alejandro Jabbar with his 70th pitch of the game here. That's too high. Yet another walk for the Falcons. No outs as Robbie Carvelli up at bat with Gialucci on first and Christensen on second. Carbolino going to talk with his pitcher there after 2 straight walks. And Jack, with how dangerous these 2 base runners for St. Joe's are, do you think there's any chance they even try to steal going to third and going to second, or is it just way too risky?
Yeah, I think it's way too risky, especially in like a 2-1 game. I think if they're down a lot more runs, they could definitely, try and steal here. But right now, 2-1 game, still bottom of the 4th, just keep them on the bases.
Here's the pitch. Carvelli gets under it, but it looks like it's going straight up to second, and it is caught at second. That is going to be a fly ball out for Robbie Carvelli as Josiah Brown heads on with a man on first and second and 1 out. Josiah Brown, switch hitter. Batting lefty here. That pitch too high. 1 out. Brown, a Manhattan commit, made all GMC first team last year. Currently has a couple doubles and an 821 OPS. And takes another ball. Brown, one of the best hitters on St. Joe's last year, looking to keep that going here in the 2023 season. Pitch also going to be a ball, 3-0 count. That's the 11th ball of the inning for Alejandro Jabbar. And another ball and another walk for Jabbar. And now Matt Friedman, the new DH for St. Joe's will be up at bat, replacing Christian Ascona.
Yeah, smart move by Coach Murray there, especially with Ascona lefty on lefty. Not saying that Ascona's a bad hitter; he's one of the best hitters on the team. It's just the lefty on lefty matchup is not great, and you have a very good hitter in Matt Freeman with the lefty on righty matchup. It's just way better.
Yeah, and especially this year. I mean, there's a foul ball there on the first pitch for Freeman. But Ascona made big strides. I'm not going to call him a bad hitter last year, but man, this year he looks like a whole new player. But like you said, that lefty on lefty is just a brutal combo for the batter, especially when he's your DH. So might as well put in a righty, especially with how good Freeman is. Swing and a miss there for Freeman. 0-2 to start off this count. Bases loaded here for Freeman. And Matt will take a time. Alejandro Jabbar nearing his 80th pitch in the game. Only allowed 1 run through 4 innings. Freeman gets under that one as well, and it'll be yet another foul ball. So the 0-2 count remains. Bases loaded, 1 out. Matt Freeman looking for his first hit of the 2023 season. Had one last year as just a freshman for varsity. Still yet to get one, however, this year. There's the pitch, and there's another foul ball there by Friedman. He's currently swung at every single pitch thrown by Jabbar. Here's the 0-2. And that is a strike by Alejandro Jabbar. So avoiding letting that run come in and getting the second out of the inning. And here's where it gets dangerous. Can St. Joe's tie up the game, or can Jabbar escape this nightmare of a situation? Bases loaded, 2 outs. Joe Zamiti up at bat. That pitch too high. Zamiti 0 for 1 on the day. It's the 1-0 swing and a miss there by Zamiti. Seems to always be thrown in these clutch moments. Usually delivers. We'll see what he can do here. That one gonna be too low. 2-1. Somebody swing and a miss there. As we're going to foul ball on a 2-2 count with 2 outs and the bases loaded as St. Joe's trails by 1. Arguably the biggest pitches of the game so far coming up here. Here's the pitch, and it's too high. So a full count with 2 outs and the bases loaded. St. Joe's need a run to tie this one up and avoid the sweep by North Brunswick. That one's too high. Zamiti takes the walk. Christensen takes home. And St. Joe's has tied this one up at 2. And Coach Blevins going to talk to his pitcher, Jabbar, with Tyler Delvecchio up at bat for St. Joe's. Like I said, it's been a slow start, but Man, the possibilities when Delvecchio is at bat are just endless. Jabbar will stay out there after the meeting. Nearing 90 pitches. Here's Delvecchio, 0 for 2 on the day. Currently with 5 walks on the season. Could use another one of those here with this at bat. Starting off on the right foot, 1-0. Bases loaded. That pitch too high once again by Jabbar. Here's the 2-0. It's a swing and a miss. 2-1 here for Delvecchio. It's a great opportunity for St. Joe's to take their first lead ever this season against North Brunswick. We'll see if they can. That one will hit Delvecchio, and he will remain stagnant as he takes one to the elbow. And St. Joe's has their first lead ever this season over North Brunswick. Now it all depends on whether or not they can keep it.
Let's go, Maddie.
Kasuda up at bat. Started off the game 0 for 1, but 1 for 2 now with his last at bat, trying to keep that momentum going. Swung hard to second base. The play cannot be made. Or it can. They will call Delvecchio out at second. And the St. Joe's dugout clearly not happy with that one. And man, I mean, it is on me too. I called that way too early. I thought it was a pretty clean cut safe there for Delvecchio at second. I stand corrected. Coach Murray visibly upset. And it is justified. That would have given St. Joe's a 2-run lead. But instead, the hit by Kasuda will not count, and that'll end the 4th inning. So despite the controversial call, St. Joe's still getting 2 runs and getting their first lead over North Brunswick this season and in this game. Can they keep it? We'll be back for the top of the 5th. We are back for the top of the 5th inning. Benny Fonseca back on the mound for St. Joe's. Had a massive 4th inning, giving those 2 incredibly clutch outs for St. Joe's. Starts off his first 2 pitches 1-1 against Zach Konstantinovsky. The Rutgers commit had himself one hell of a day against St. Joe's last night. At 12 strikeouts, allowed 2 runs, as well as getting 2 runs for himself, or 2 home runs for himself. One of them being a 3-run homer. He's got a 1-2 count here. A 2-2 count, rather. Big challenge here for Fonseca. Konstantinovsky gets under that, and not able to make the play was Kosuda out in left field. So Zach Konstantinovsky, once again in this game, will take his base at first. Now Omar Carreras up at bat for the Raiders. Leads the team in OPS. A 1.413 on the year. Along with 3 doubles and a couple homers. First pitch is high for Fonseca. Second pitch, complete opposite in the dirt. Nonetheless, it's still a ball. So Benny starting off with by far the 2 best hitters on North Brunswick here in the Senate. That pitch is a strike. 2-1 here for Carreras. 1 for 2 on the day. Next pitch, once again in the dirt, 3-1. With Konstantinovsky on first, 3-1. Swing, and it is fouled off and to the right for Carreras. So a full count here. And Konstantinovsky will take second, while Carreras takes first after that walk. So, I mean, Jack, obviously not a great start letting the first 2 hitters get on base, but, I mean, how disappointing can you really be in Benny with how good those 2 hitters have proven themselves to be?
Yeah, I mean, those are the 2 best hitters from North Brunswick, so Benny, who doesn't get much, pitching time on this team, has to be satisfied. Not satisfied. It can't be as mad as it should be with those first 2 batters, but right now with Garbolino coming up first and second, no outs, you got to think he pitches a blow, tries to get a ground ball, and have Josiah and Bobby turn a double play.
And here's where Benny could possibly gain back some of that confidence from the top of the 4th inning. There's the pitch. Bunt attempt is not successful. And Mark will get Carreras in a pickle. Bobby Christensen trying to make the throw to third. He had the easy pickle with Omar Carreras. And just like that, what should have been a guaranteed out for St. Joe's ends in the runners advancing. As Konstantinovsky and Carreras will be on second and third. Gialusi going to hold a quick meeting, trying to go over his infield and what just happened there and how to improve. So the 0-1 here for Garbolino. 2 runners in scoring position. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Fonseca going to try and need to make up for the error in the infield. It is swung and over the fences. The 0-2 remains here for the catcher, Garbolino. Garbolino going to take time here. The 0-2 pitch. Ooh, nearly a strike, just barely too low there by Fonseca. 1-2. The pitch by Fonseca. It is high and off to Christensen, but instead the catch will be made by Drury, and Drury will hold it. So Carreras and Konstantinowski will stay on second and third. And I'm going to hand the broadcast off to Jack Cameron. Unfortunately, the TSA pre-check people can be very unforgiving with their time movements. So going to have to head out. I'm sure I'll be watching along with you guys with what should be a really, really great ending to this one. But I'll pass it off to Jack.
Yeah, thank you to Ben for great call in this game, but looks like I'm going to take over for the rest. Right now, Josh Rodriguez is up for the Raiders, 0 for 2 on the day. Has second and third. They get Carreras on second, Konstantinowski on third. Still one out. That's it. Hard down the right field line. Drury will get under it, and Konstantinowski's tagging it. He's going home. He'll stop midway. Might get him in a pickle. And Julius throws it over Zimidi's head. Good job by Kasuda to back it up. Almost a big error there by the captain. But now we'll have second and third, 2 outs. So after having second and third, no outs, Benny Fonseca gets it back to 2 outs with second and third still. Chris Rosario now up. The Raiders will take the ball to their 1-0 is again in the dirt. Basically the same pitch. Fonseca coming in for Barca. Has pitched very cleanly, hitting in 1/3. Still no hits and a strikeout. Two 0. Is it high and out down the third base line? Make it 2-1. Fonseca's 30th pitcher will be for the 2-1. Here it comes. Foul back to back slump. We'll redo. Sorry, not redo. That makes it 2-2. The 2-2 is in the dirt. That'll make it a full count. Probably the biggest pitch of the game here. We'll have a full count, 2 outs, man on second and third. St. Joe's up 1. Here comes the payoff pitch, and it's hit. And we'll get down to tie up the game for North Brunswick. Konstantinowski's in. Gets past Giulici on the throw to home. And Carreras will get home for the Raiders' 4th run of the game. Would have been easily a tie up there, but looks like Carvelli missed his cut in center field. And now the Raiders take a 4-3 lead. Jules, you have a very quick statement with his infield. Adam. So Rosario on second. We'll now have Kyle Anderson coming up, who's 1 for 2 on the day. Still 2 outs in this inning. That's hit slowly to Josiah. He'll field it cleanly. And will make the throw. What a stretch by Tyler DeVecchio at first base. And Rados will collect 2 runs. We might see a pitching change from Brunswick. We'll see at the bottom of the 5th. And we welcome you back to the top of the bottom of the 5th inning. Connor Drew will get a hit down the right field line on the first pitch. Alejandro Jabbar is still in this game. St. Joe's trying to rally back. They lost 2 runs, trailing 1 now. Jabbar with 94 pitches in this game. And now the second baseman Bobby Christensen coming up. 2 walks on the day for him. Quick count starts with a hit down the right field. Anderson looks like he's under it and will make the catch for the first out. So 1 out of this and Connor Drew on first. Now the captain, Mark Lucy, up trying to tie this game up. Take the first ball low. Lucy 1 for 2 on the day. And will hit that and get down for a blooper. His second hit of the day. That makes it first and second, 1 out with Robbie Carvelli coming up. St. Joe's trailing by 1. Yeah, first and second, 1 out. Robbie Carvelli up. 0 for 2 on the day, but one of the best hitters on St. Joe's will take the first strike.
Josh, get in there a little bit. Josh, get me.
Jabbar takes a while to get set there. Carvelli will take time. 0-1. It's way too high. Makes it 1-1. Now the 1-1 is hit hard down the left field line. And it's definitely foul. Makes it 1-2. Crucial at bat here for St. Joe's. Still up first and second. 1-2 is way outside, makes it 2-2. Barrow step off, take time as he needs up to 100 pitches in this one. Gotta believe it's his last inning of work. This is it hard, down right center. Anderson will make the catch, and Drury will not tag over third. Makes it 2 outs for Josiah Brown. Josiah sticking to lefty this at bat, as he did for the last one. First pitch is just inside. Josiah with 2 walks today, 0 for 1. One out. It's fouled back. Hits the backstop. Makes it 1-1. Way too high. Makes it 2-1. Drury on second. Giuliusi on first. Still 2 outs in this inning. 2-1 is fouled back into Garbolino's glove, and that makes it 2-2. Another 2-2. It's in the dirt. I don't know if we can make more important situation for St. Joe's right now. We'll have a full count, 2 outs. First to second. Still trailing 1. And the payoff pitch. Popped up over to Levi in left field. Trying to get under it, and will make a good catch for the 3rd out of the inning. So St. Joe's strands 2 more runners. Still trailing 1. We'll see you at the top of the 6th. So we welcome you back to the top of the 6th inning. St. Joe still trailing 1. Benny Fonseca with his third inning of work. Still on the mound here. Connor Levine up for North Brunswick. Will take the ball high, makes it 2-0. He's 0 for 1 of the day. Two O's fouled back out of the field, makes it 2-1. Fonseca's 38th pitch is almost hits Levine. Levine not very satisfied with that. Don't know what he can do about it, which makes it 3-1. That's hit slow, grounder to Delvecchio. He'll field it cleanly and get the first out of the inning. Good start for Fonseca. So the Raiders center fielder, Asatura, will be up and will take the first pitch well. Asatura 0 for 2 on the deck. He swings through the second pitch. Good pitch by Fonseca, makes it 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled back off the backstop. Makes it 1-2. Trying to get the second out of the inning.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fonseca with only 1 hit given up in his 2 innings of work, and that'll be fielded by Josiah Brown, and he'll make the second out of the inning. Great fielding this inning by St. Joe's. So now the switch hitter for North Brunswick, Jomar Carayas, also a shortstop like Josiah Brown. Both switch hitters, very alike there. We'll take the first pitch, a little bit outside for a strike. Fonseca up to 44 pitches in this one. This is his 45th. A little too high, makes it 1-1. That one is too low, makes it 2-1. Carayas 0 for 2 on the day with a walk. That's hit pretty high down the right field line. Drury can't get to it, and it's down. And that'll be a stand-up double for Jomar Carayas. With 2 outs down, we'll get a man on second for Konstantinowski. St. Joe's will intentionally walk Konstantinowski after he had 2 homers last night. Do not blame Coach Romero on that decision. Kind of funny seeing the Rutgers commit and the Virginia commit debate if that was a foul ball or not. Whether or not will now Omar Carayas come up and we'll take the first pitch as a strike. Omar 1 for 2 on the day. Huge situation for Benny. First and second, 2 outs. That's hit hard. Bobby Christensen, he'll make the play. And he gets the out. What fielding there by St. Joe's to get 3 outs. Now with only 2 more chances to get that 4th run and tie up this game. We'll see you at the bottom of the 6th. So we welcome back on the 6. St. Joe's down 4-3 in this one. And while the St. Joe's Arena star, Matt Freeman up. Freeman's over 3 on the year, but we know how much power he has. We know he's ranked as one of the top third basemen in the state first class. He'll take that ball. Makes a 1-1 for the new pitcher, Sammy Bernardo, the senior. Hasn't got any innings this year, so this is his first innings of work this whole season. Very clutch situation for him. If he can get this done, try to close out this game for the next 2. The only thing stopping him would be the St. Joe's deadly lineup. And Matt Freeman will swing to the second strike. That'll make it 2-2. That pitch is a little too high, very close. Good eye on that Freeman. Makes it 3-2 full count. Matt will take time to very, very deep breath there. He hits that hard. Down the third baseman. Rosario fielded cleanly, and the throw was good for the first out of the inning. Now after 1 down from the Matt Freeman ground, now Joseph Minnie will be up. Will swing and foul off the first strike. Minnie not his usual self today. 0 for 1. He usually has to hit a game. Now the 0-1 to Zamini. It's hit hard down left field line. And Levi will make the catch. Playing very shallow there. Usually don't see that. That's why he made that line drive catch. That'll be 2 down for St. Joe's. Now Tyler Delvecchio up for St. Joe's 0 for 2 on the day with the hit by pitch, and we'll take the first strike. Looking. 0-1 is way too low. Hit the dirt, makes it 1-1. Again in the dirt, makes it 2-1. That pitch is in there for strike 2. So Sammy Bernardo, his first appearance of the year, looking for a 1-2-3 inning right now with a 2-2 count. Two is hit up the middle. Yomar will make the play and get the throw good. 1-2-3 inning for the senior Bernardo. And we'll see you at the top of the 6th. And we welcome you back for the last inning of St. Joe's baseball. Gone through 13 innings of these two teams playing the last 2 days. All comes down to this as Frankie Garbolino starts off his at-bat with a hit. So the first pitch with Benny Fonseca still pitching will be down for a single. Out the man on first. Fonseca's third inning of work here. Looking to keep it a 1-run lead. But the Raiders looking to add some insurance runs. Showing bunt here is Rodriguez, but pulls it back. Benny steps off. Takes time. The bunt is down. Fonseca will take it and get the out at first. Garbolino will move over to second. So 1 out down for St. Joe's. The man on second. Connor Rosario coming up the plate. First pitch is hit very high. Carvelli will call for it and not make the dive and catch. Looked like to me he made it. I thought it was a very good play. Carvelli not happy with the call, but it will be down for first and second for the Raiders. So 2 hits given up by Fonseca this inning. Still has 1 out. And Kyle Anderson is 1 for 3 on the day. Will come up and take the first ball out. Raiders looking for some insurance runs here. The man on second and first. That ball's too low. That makes it 2-0 to Anderson. That's hit very high. Pursued under it. And will make it a time and catch. Very windy day today. Very windy day today. And a very cold one. It's hard to get my words out, but Casuta will make the second out of the inning. St. Joe's really needs to get out of this one. Keep it a 1-run game. Going into the bottom of the 7th. The only thing stepping in their way. Sorry for the technical difficulties. The only thing stepping in their way is Connor Levine, who is 0 for 2 on the day, but has a runner in scoring position to try and get his Raiders some insurance runs. But Fonseca has a 1-1 count. That is fouled. Back out. And now with 2 outs, 1-2. Fonseca could get out of this inning very cleanly. These 60th pitches, and there for strike 3. Great job by Fonseca to get the 3rd out of the inning. And this will be St. Joseph's last chance to get some runs in to not get season swept by the North Brunswick Raiders. We'll see you at the bottom of the 7th. So it all comes down to this. Bottom of the 7th, St. Joe's down 1. Trying to not get swept by North Brunswick after they lost to them in the GC Championship last year. Trying to get some revenge here. But could come up short with a loss. And Matt Kasuda will get a grounder to third base. And that'll be the first out. Chris Rosario, what a play over there. Kind of hard to fathom that play, but after Matt Kasuda grounds out, there'll be 1 out down with Connor Drury coming up. Connor fouls off the first one down the first base line. Very hot day for him. He's 2 for 3. A weird timeout there called by first base. Haven't seen that in a while. I think baseball got out of the field accidentally. So that pitch will not count. It's still 0-1. That pitch is a little 2 out, makes it 1-1. St. Joe's needs a base runner right now. Bobby Christensen on deck. Mark Giulici in the hole. And he'll foul that one off. Makes it 1-2. And he gets hit. Oh, the 1-2 gets hit. And that'll be the first base run on for St. Joe's, trying to start their rally. Still 1 out with Bobby Christensen coming up. This will be Bobby's first at bat with a righty pitching, so bit of advantage he'll have here. He's 0 for 1 with 2 walks today. Bobby will call time right before the first pitch. Needs to take a breath. Gerardo up to 9 key pitches in this game. Stelzer giving up a hit, and that's grounded over to second base. He'll make the first out at second, but doesn't throw it over to first. So 2 outs now, still a man on first. But nobody better we want up right now than Mark Giulici. Mark Giulici, 2 for 3 today. Has the power to hit a double or a triple, trying to get Bobby home to tie up the game. We'll take the first pitch low. Gerardo might resort to throwing a walk here because he's the scariest man on the team. The 1-0 is very inside, almost hits Giulici, but gets out of the way, wants to stay in this one. Now the 2-0 is swung on and missed. Very in front of that one. Big difference between Jabbar and Gerardo in miles per hour. The 2-1 is hit very short in center field and down. Bobby almost goes to second and will be safe at second. Almost a very bad play by Bobby, will safely get back. Very scary there. Mark Giulici will get down his 3rd hit of the game, and now St. Joe's will have first and second, 2 outs with Robbie Corvelli coming up. Carvelli 0 for 3 on the day, but as a man in scoring position, we'll foul back to first one. So Christensen on second, Drew Lucy on first. Start off this count on 1. That one is in there. Carvelli disagrees with it, but that's how it works. So now it's going to be 0-2, 2 outs. Gerardo looking to close this one up. That's hit. And it's foul. Almost hits the bag, the third base bag, but did not. Still 0-2. Now the 0-2. The swung on and foul tip into Garbellino's glove for the third out of the game and the last out of the game. North Brunswick will complete the sweep series during this season, go 2-0 after beating them in the Chiefs Championship last year. St. Joe's will fall 3-4 now, under 500. That'll be it for me. We'll see you on Thursday back here against East Brunswick. So for Ben Shackle 4 and Jack Hemler, me, thanks for watching.